Good morning, Wooten. I'm Janet.
And I'm Katie.
Today is Tuesday, February 12th, 2013, and these are your morning announcements brought to you by the SGA and the TV Internship Program.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The Black History Month question of the day is, what year did President Abraham Lincoln come into office? Do you know the answer? Singing Valentines are coming. Want a special way to show your friend, your bro, your boo, your teacher how much you care? Give them a singing Valentine. Valentines will be on sale in the cafeteria from Thursday, February 7th through Wednesday, February 13th. Singing Valentines are only $2, so be sure to leave a lasting memory for someone you love or like or whatever. Valentines will be delivered in classes on Thursday, February 14th. Remember, come to the cafeteria with your $2 and your friend's class schedule to buy a singing Valentine. Buy a Valentine's Day lollipop or matchmaking form during all lunches today. Today is the last day, so be sure to find your soulmate before time runs out. The Booster Club is having a fundraiser at Jerry's Subs in Falls Grove on February 13th from 5 to 9 p.m. A portion of the proceeds will go to the Artificial Turf Field project. Thanks for your support. Anyone interested in buying a TNL video of the show for $5 should stop by the TV studio in the Media Center and talk to Mr. Jacobs. Attention all juniors signed up for business internship with Ms. Gray next year. Planning packets are to be hand-delivered to Ms. Gray this Thursday, Valentine's Day, in room 109 during your lunch period. Students, if you wish to meet with Dr. Doran, please schedule an appointment in person with Ms. Hu in the main office during your lunch period or after school. And now to a Black History Month current event.
Another brave and honorable African-American patriot is James Armistead, who lived from 1760 to 1832. He was born a slave to William Armistead, but after his volunteering for the Army in 1871, and with William's approval, came to serve under the Marquis de Lafayette. Lafayette was the commander of the French forces allied with the Continental Army. Armistead worked as a spy, infiltrating British headquarters under the identity of a runaway slave. He pretended to be a spy for the British under General Charles Cornwallis. In the summer of 1781, General George Washington suggested for Lafayette to be aware of General Cornwallis's plans and movements. Lafayette sent several spies to infiltrate Cornwallis's camp, yet none were able to produce valuable information for him until he received Armistead's reports. The information in these reports helped Lafayette trap the British at Hampton. Later that summer, Armistead's reports helped the Americans win the battle at Yorktown, prompting the British to surrender. After the Revolution, Lafayette praised Armistead for his dedication and instrumental role in the surrender at Yorktown. James returned to William Armistead after the war to continue his life as a slave, because he was not eligible for emancipation awarded to slave soldiers, as he was considered a slave spy. In 1784, Lafayette found Armistead in Virginia and was disappointed to find he was still a slave. Lafayette wrote a testimonial on Armistead's behalf, and 2 years later, the Virginia General Assembly emancipated him. It was at this time that Armistead made Lafayette his last name, in honor of the general. James Armistead Lafayette was nearly unrewarded for his important role in the victory, but can now be honored, especially this month, as well as every day, for his brave contribution that helped form the America we know. James Armistead and Philip Emeagwali both shaped the way the future of America panned out, and should receive the credit they deserve as well as our gratitude.
Share the love this Valentine's Day by donating lightly worn books to students at Summit Hall Elementary School. Specially marked boxes are located in the Media Center and the cafeteria. Happy Valentine's Day. All girls interested in trying out for softball, there will be a brief meeting after school in room 245 on Wednesday, February 13th. Please see Coach Lightsey if you cannot attend. Wooten Football invites all students attending Wooten in the 2013 to 2014 school year, current and prospective players wanting to learn more about the Wooten Football to attend the Wooten Football Interest Meeting, Tuesday, February 26th at Wooten High School in room 183 from 6:30 to 8 p.m. All interested students should attend with at least one parent. Meet and greet at 6:30 and the official start at 7 p.m. Come to meet coaches, current players, and learn about the team and team expectations. Please contact Andrea Portis at aggportis@verizon.net. If you have any questions, see you there. Attention students enrolled in AP courses. From Monday, February 4th through Friday, February 15th, students can register for AP exams during all 3 lunches in the counseling conference room. All students interested in taking AP exams must register for the exams. Students will receive green registration forms from each of their AP teachers. However, students should only complete 1 form with all tests listed. Make checks payable to Thomas S. Wooten High School with your student ID in the memo. Bring your green form and full payment to the counseling conference room during your lunch. Now to a LitMag Roses PowerPoint.
The question of the day is, what year did President Abraham Lincoln come into office? The answer is Abraham Lincoln was elected President of the United States in 1860 and was inaugurated on March 4th, 1861. He was re-elected in 1864 and held office until his assassination on April 14th, 1865. These have been your morning announcements brought to you by the SGA and the TV internship program. The quote of the day is, "Welcome or unwelcome, agreeable or disagreeable, whether this shall be an entire slave nation is the issue before us." Abraham Lincoln.
Please remember to walk wise and drive wise. Have a great day, Wooten. Stay tuned for the second segment of the Black History Month current event.
February is National Black History Month, so to celebrate Black heritage, we will honor unsung African American heroes and patriots that aren't as well known to the public. When you think of who invented the internet, most people assume credit lies within multiple people, and this assumption is correct. But few people know of any one person in particular, and many others who contributed are simply overlooked. This is the case with Philip Emeagwali. Philip Emeagwali was born to an impoverished family in Akure, Nigeria in 1954. He had to drop out of his school when his family became war refugees and could no longer afford to pay for his education. When he grew older and became a young man, Emeagwali received a general education certificate from the University of London and later received degrees from the University of Maryland and George Washington University. When he later attended the University of Michigan, he participated in a scientific debate involving supercomputers used to detect oil reservoirs. Emeagwali came up with the idea to use thousands of microprocessors rather than expensive supercomputers. All he needed to do now was to find and connect 8 machines. Through research, he found a machine at the Los Alamos National Laboratory called the Connection Machine. He applied for and was given permission to use the machine. It was able to perform 3.1 billion calculations every second, and Emeagwali used it to run his program from Ann Arbor, Michigan. The important part of this was that Emeagwali had programmed each microprocessor to communicate with 6 neighboring microprocessors simultaneously. The success of this record-breaking experiment meant that there was now an inexpensive way to use machines like this to speak to each other around the world. Emeagwali went on to earn the Institute of Electronics and Electrical Engineers Gordon Bell Prize in 1989, which is considered the computing community's Nobel Prize.